This is Michael Murphy. We're going to be doing the Therapeutic Communications, Patient Interview, and History. We're going to make sure that we got our BSI on, that the scene is safe. See our number of patients, that's 1. Mechanism of injury, there's no injury. Nature of illness, we were dispatched for a possible allergic reaction. The man's got rashes on his arms. We're going to keep a social distance at first. I'll begin by addressing the patient. I'll say, hello, my name is Shane. I'll follow my introduction with asking his name, which is Mr. Smith, and I'm going to call him Mr. Smith until he insists that I call him by his first name. And I'll use the patient's body language to determine if and when it's most appropriate to move closer. Since the patient's not hostile or withdrawn, I'll move in closer to arm's length, shake his hand, and I'll get a radial pulse followed by a respiration rate and conduct the next proportion of the interview on a knee. Since the patient's sitting down, and keeping close to eye level, as well as a general open stance and a calm tone of voice, should help build up trust between me and Mr. Smith. After determining Mr. Smith's ABCs are all in order, I'll ask him, Mr. Smith, what is it today that made you call? What's bugging you right now? What's wrong? He tells me that he's just got a bad rash on his arms. And I say, Mr. Smith, do you mind if I take a look at your rash? He says, sure, and you can call me Bob. So now I'll start going through my sample history, and I'll call him Bob for now. And I want to make sure that this conversation keeps flowing, that Bob doesn't feel like he's just part of the checkoff sheet here. And I'll ask him, does his rash itch or hurt? And could it have been a known allergy that caused this rash? What medicine does he take? Bob, you on any medicines? Any new medicines that might have caused this rash? And I'll ask him if he ate recently, if it could have been anything he ate that might have caused the rash. And I'll say, what was he, once Bob tells me he started taking a new antibiotic for the first time, I'll ask him if he'd like to go to the hospital with me and my partner and get checked out, in case this is an allergic reaction to his medicine. And, we'd hate to leave him here with a medicine that's going to keep giving him a rash, and hopefully the doctor can switch him over to new medicine. Alright, and once he agrees, we take our time and we'll gingerly help him out to the ambulance. And once at the hospital, we'll make sure that he and the staff at the hospital are acquainted and that they have a full report of all of my findings.